Hello, how do we solve for x? X to the power of s cubed is equal to 36. Solution. We have x to the power of s cubed equal to 36. Let's multiply both power by 3. So we're going to have x to the power of s cubed times 3 equal to 36 to the power of 3. Now, let us recall the power rule. It says a to the power of m times n is equal to a to the power of n times m, which is also the same thing as a to the power of mn. So we are going to apply this property to this left hand side. So from here we're going to have x to the power of 3 times x to the power of 3, because by comparing this left hand side with this, you observe that our a is x and our m is s to the power of 3 and n is simply 3. So you just interchange these guys. This equal to 36 to the power of 3, which implies that x to the power of 3 times x to the power of 3 is equal to, we can rewrite 36 as 36 is the same thing as 6 to the power of 2. So we are going to replace this little 36 with this guy. So we're going to have 6 to the power of 2 times 3. Doing that, we have x to the power of 3 times x to the power of 3 equal to 6. 2 times 3, that is what? 6. Now, let us recall this property. It says, whenever we have a to the power of a equal to b to the power of b, this implies that a is equals to b. That is, the base is the same thing as the exponent, likewise on the right hand side. So using this property for this guy, we're going to have x to the power of 3 equal to 6. To get rid of this power, we can multiply both power by 1 over 3. So we're going to have x to the power of 3 times 1 over 3 equal to 6 to the power of 1 over 3. Clearly, this guy cancel each other, so we are left with x equal to 6 to the power of 1 over 3. Therefore, the value of x is equal to cube root of 6. This is the required value of x for this exponential equation. So, let's take a look at another similar problem. You can pause the video and try to solve before watching. X to the power of x to the power of 77 equal to 77. How do we find the value of x? Solution. As we did earlier, let's first multiply both power by 77. So we're going to have x to the power of x to the power of 77 times 77 equal to 77 to the power of 77. Now, let us recall the power rule. It says a to the power of m times n is simply the same thing as a to the power of n times m, which is also equal to a to the power of mn. Applying this property to this left hand side, you will observe that our a here is x and our m is x to the power of 77 and n is 77. So we're going to have x to the power of 77 times x to the power of 77 equal to the right hand side 77 to the power of 77. Now recall that whenever we have a to the power of a equal to b to the power of b, this implies that a is equals to b. Take note of this property. Applying this property to this left hand side, from here we're going to have x to the power of 77 equal to what? 77. This implies that now, to get rid of this 77, what do you think we should do? Let's simply multiply both power by 1 over 77. So we're going to have x to the power of 77 times 1 over 77 equal to 77 to the power of 1 over 77. This implies that clearly this guy cancel each other, so we are left with x equal to 77 to the power of 1 over 77. This is the required value of x for this second exponential equation. That's it. Thanks for watching.